anyway, a little behind the scenes of how my Time Twister 4D ride works. It's actually something that fisherman asked me on YouTube, and I told him that there was a lot of talk about how I did it, and I told him that it would probably be best if I did it in video, so this is the video for just that. So here we are in the park with Time Twister. This is pretty much how it looks on the outside, as you all saw from the video. Basically, all I really did, it wasn't much. It just took a lot of angle tricks to get the effect that I wanted. Here, let's go on inside here real quick. This, by the way, is available on Steam to download along with the media files that you need in order to have it for yourself. You can also check it out for yourself about how it looks and works on the inside in your own parks. So go ahead and download it while you can. But what we'll do is we'll go here into room 4, and this is where it all pretty much happens. Basically, this is all that's on the inside. It's just one basically empty room. And what I did is I placed the car in the center of the screen. I kind of guess this is the center of the room, I guess. I'm not entirely sure. But I did make sure I tried to keep it centered with this video screen that you see here. So, and what I did for the special effects, I just basically just layered them right in front of the car. But it's in a spot where you cannot see them. But yet, you can't see the actual emitters, but yet you can still see the effects that they create. And then what I did is I linked everything to the sequencer here. And basically I had it set to where it would only activate on trigger. So basically me pushing this play button here. And what I'll do is I'll push play here in a second. But first I wanted to show you exactly how you actually sit in the car. So with I don't know if anyone's used display sequencers yet. I'm sure many of you have. So basically what I did is you can set your cameras to wherever you want. And so basically all I did was I set a camera on the inside of the car. So watch as I click the camera button here. If you click the button here, it puts you inside the car where I put the camera. I also set one in the passenger seat so you can get the passenger seat view of the video. And that's basically really all I did, was just a camera effect, like a hidden camera effect, to make it look like you were literally inside the car. So let me go ahead and I'll push play here. And what I'll do is I'll probably speed it up, the video. I'll edit some of the part of the video out so that way you can skip ahead to the effects. Hello, and welcome to... All system cargo. Okay, so here we are. We're at the part where we're about to jump time. Here you see where the actual effects are. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. When you look at the screen,
65 million years
there's
over
the
the
video you
past.
see.
Welcome to the Cretaceous period.
POV video I did. So once I push the camera button here, let me show you a little bit more of the effects that go on. The part where we go to the little pond. When you hit water,
didn't mean to drive you in the back.
see the water in front of your car. Basically, all I did was I timed it to the video. And once I push this camera, it'll put it in the seat. There you are. That's really all it is. It's just a camera. What's cool, what I was able to discover, these cameras that you set, if you do like to say you made something similar to this in your own parks, the cameras are saved with the blueprint.
Everybody okay?
So
Okay.
not only can it just be rideable just from what you made in your park yourself, others will be able to download your file and be able to experience it themselves as if they were really riding it, as if they were still watching the video. So that's something I was actually able to discover. So you can technically really make your own rides. Which is basically all I did, make my own ride.
Hold on, I'm getting an emergency transmission.
So let me go ahead and put this in the passenger seat side. You still see the view. You don't see anything on the outside. You don't see any of the concrete walls. All you see is the video. Here's like the cowboy scene where they're shooting at you. What you'll see the effects that I put around the car to make it look like you're being shot from the typewriter.
What is that thing? I don't care. Shoot it. Y'all ain't getting away with ours.
Okay, I'm back. Huh? Whoa, let's get away from this.
So really altogether, this is basically how the ride works. As far as the actual program. What I'll do next is I'll show you the actual park files I used to make the video for the ride. So yeah, basically this is all it really is. Here, let me show you the trigger sequence as well. So basically this whole list right here, this is all the effects for the whole entire thing. All I did was really just time the video, the effects with the video, and I did that by watching the video in another program, watched the times, and corresponded it to the actual ride. So what I'll do now is close out this, and what I'll do is I'll come back and I'll show you the actual park files that I used to make the video. So I'll be right back. Okay, so here we are in the first park file that I used for the video for the actual ride, and you'll recognize it as the part where we go through the time of the dinosaurs. So basically this is the whole scene right here. It's not really big, it's just one little section that I built all together in this little forest here to, for the video. Here you'll see like a video screen here of the raptors that were eating the carcass. And basically that's just a green screen effect that I was able to find on YouTube for free. I forget who it was I got it from. I'll put it in the I'll put his channel in the description below, but the creator that made the raptors, he makes 3D effects and puts them on a green screen so for other creators to use in their videos, whatever it is that someone may make. And basically, here we go. As you can see here, it's just a launch coaster. That's all I use to make the effect for the car moving. And what I did is I hid the track under the ground. And it's actually pretty noticeable if you look really good right here in the pond here. You can see that I've lifted some of the terrain to cover the tracks, and that's pretty much how I got it to look like it was running without a track, like on invisible tracks. And that's really about it. Everything else is pretty much like triggered, like at the very end inside the cave here when the Tyrannosaurus comes running at you. It's just a triggered billboard, just like in and it's created by the same creator that made the raptor video I showed you just a second ago. Let me push the green button. See, there he is right there. That's really all it is. It's just a video that was triggered. So this is pretty much the first part file. I'll also open up the other part file for you to see. But basically, this is really all that I did. This is all it took, was to make at least part of the way I made the video. I pretty much just sat in the front seat of the coaster car here and just recorded it that way. So let me go ahead and open up the other part file so you can see the Wild West part of the video. Okay, so here we are in the Wild Western part of the park, of the ride. And this is just another set that I made for the video. And over here is the coaster car track. It's the same thing. It's the what was this called? It's the Torque launched coaster. That's basically what I use for both scenes for the video. And as you can see, here's the track up above the ground, but then I had it go underground. And you just pretty much just use the terrain to hide the track. And this is the scene over here of the shootout, and that's pretty much all. You know, something I don't have to explain all of that because I'm sure everyone here knows how to use triggered displays. That's really all it is, like how you would make a triggered show. The sequencer is right here hidden behind the barrels. So really this is, as far as the Planet Coaster side of the video, as far as how I was able to make the video in the first place, it took time. It took a lot of time to get these things all built and for it to all look legit. So what I'll do now is I'll go to the editor and I'll show you the editing process. Okay, so here we are in Movie Studio Platinum for Sony Vegas, and this is the editing. This is all the editing right here for the whole entire on-ride video. I didn't really have to do much. I did a majority of the audio in a music production program that is called Mixcraft 7. So that all the audio and music was done in Mixcraft 7 and using my own. Oops, sorry, didn't mean to show that. Using my own voice, I did my own voice acting, and then I've got some royalty-free music online, so that way if it was ever reviewed, whoever reviewed it wouldn't get copyright strikes. So it's completely YouTube friendly. And all the other sound effects were pretty much done here from what I was able to find online, such as the DeLorean effects and everything. As far as the towards the end of the video, where you were bumping into the other DeLorean to get it back to the Time Engineer's building, all of that was basically just a green screen of another DeLorean from inside the game. Basically all I did was I took some basic shapes and turned them into a green screen, and I just took a screenshot of the DeLorean in the game, and then I just chroma keyed it into the video. And then after that, in order to make it move, I pretty much just did a lot of animation. I did a lot of motion traction to make it look like the car was actually moving. So that's really about it. It's a lot of editing, a lot of patience. Believe me, it took a lot of patience to get this done. Something I've been having difficulties with lately, but yeah. But it was worth it in the end. So this is basically the whole thing of how Time Twister 4D is now here with us for Planet Coaster. So this was the behind the scenes. This is showing you behind the scenes of how I made this ride. So like I said, it's available on Steam to be downloaded. Let me show you on my workshop real quick. I'll do that later. Yeah, here it is in the workshop. I didn't even know I had it up there. Oh, and it's gone. Hold up. And here it is. But yeah, so it's here in the Steam workshop. It's up for download. It also has links to where you can get the media files. You get it either at the Custom Scenery Depot or at for my Google Drive. All you do is just unzip the files from the folder and just put the files in your media file folders or music file folders, whichever you need to put them into. There's a README in the folder, so it tells you where to put everything. So that's really about it. Hopefully there'll be more to come for Time Twister 4D. There are more adventures I do want to do. Right now it's a little limited because of the fact that we can't have true invisible tracks, so I'm hopefully going to eventually figure out how to do that. I'm hoping eventually they'll incorporate some kind of flying camera mechanic into the game like we had in Roller Coaster Tycoon 3, so that way I can make the car look like it's actually flying. But other than that, that's really about it. If anyone would like to know more, if they have any more questions about how about the process, or if you have any suggestions for what kind of adventures I could do for this ride, I'm more than open to have that. You can find me on the Shy Guys World Discord server. You can find me on the Channel 5 Gaming server. You can message me in Discord. It's Knight Rider 7403. You could also just message me on Shy Guys World. It's also under Knight Rider. So nice talking to you guys. It's good to be back. I'm sorry it's been so long since I've really shown anything, done anything. I've just been really, really busy this past year. I'm actually a dad now. My daughter Savia, you actually saw my daughter's name in the video, in the game, in the ride. So that's a little thing I thought I'd do is include her in what I like to do, as well as my wife. But yeah, I've been going through a lot of different changes. So, but now things are slowly getting to where I can start getting things done again and start doing projects again. Not as much like I would like to, but there will be more projects along the way. So see y'all later. I guess see y'all online. Knight Rider out.